A weak America is good for Russia. A weak America is good for Iran, and a weak America is great for China, all of whom are chomping at the bit for a Harris-Walz administration and the continuation of the Biden policies that have failed America for the last 3.5 years.
Well, and I should note, when you talk about Iran, I mean, Iran did hit American troops when your dad was in office. I covered that, and today he was asked about that. He likened the traumatic brain injuries to headaches.
Now, that's a bold claim, the idea that, oh my God, after our soldiers were injured that way, that Donald Trump would just write it off in that way. I mean, surely she being part of the mainstream media, she must be exaggerating or something, right? Well, I'll let you be the judge. Take a look.
Do you believe that you should have been tougher on Iran after they had launched ballistic missiles in 2020 on U.S. forces in Iraq, leaving more than 100 U.S. soldiers injured?
So first of all, injured. What does injured mean? Injured means you mean because they had a headache, because the bombs never hit the fort?
No, that's what he said. Yeah, ballistic missiles were fired at our soldiers. They got traumatic brain injuries, and he said, they got a headache. By the way, he just said that. He's been saying this for literally years. In 2020, after the Defense Department confirmed that 109 US service members were diagnosed with traumatic brain injuries at that attack, again, an attack that was in retaliation for a move that Donald Trump made. At the time, Trump said, I heard that they had headaches and a couple of other things, but I would say, and I can report, it is not very serious. He can say, after his many years of military service and after, like going and visiting the troops and talking to them, talking to the doctors and all that, he can say. He certainly wouldn't be saying it flippantly with no knowledge whatsoever, right? Because he doesn't want to have any responsibility for it. It certainly couldn't be that. By the way, he was asked about that at a campaign stop in Milwaukee, and he said, there was nobody hurt other than the sound was loud. The explosions were so close that it rattled soldiers' brains in their skull, did damage to them. And he's like, it was a loud sound. And look, this is on brand for Donald Trump. He never skips an opportunity to mock soldiers, to make light of their suffering. He doesn't give a damn about them. And he's still doing it to this day, Sharon.
Yeah, and yet when a bullet either ricochets off of something or grazes his ear, he has this, fight, fight, fight. It's just such a powerful moment, and he wants sympathy and respect and empathy throughout the world because his life is in danger. And yet these people, do you know how many people have family members who have served their country? Why would you ever listen to this guy, let alone pull the lever for this trash way of thinking? Yeah. What is it about this thing that we're not capturing? I think I know a little bit about what's going on here. I think I know how defiant you are and what you're looking for and how scared and insecure some of our American friends and neighbors are. But it's ridiculous. This guy is just ridiculous. What, headaches? Come on.
Like, I would just imagine, there's 109 soldiers out there that get to see him repeatedly mock their suffering. Mm-hmm. Their families, their friends, other people who serve with them.
Yep.
There was like a couple of solid decades where, the Republicans they're the party of the troops and everything. They're the national security party. And imagine if you just told all of those Republicans at that point, wait until you get a load of the dude you're all gonna worship that just mocks them to their faces every chance he gets. And meanwhile, plenty of Republicans, maybe who have served in the military, they're fine with it. They have been so mentally and emotionally beaten into submission by right-wing media that they are okay with a guy that does not give a damn about their service or what they've experienced. It's sad. It is truly sad. Okay, well, anyway, good job by Kaitlan Collins in responding to Don Jr. By the way, Don Jr.'s a total dud. Start interviewing Barron. Why are we even wasting our time with Don Jr. at this point? He's terrible at this. He's a massive liar. Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.